Hey Johnny, rules for signed numbers, buddy. Let's check this out. When we're adding or subtracting, and I copied down the question you sent right there, but just as a little geek out for a sec. So when we're going to add or subtract, here's what I like to do, and it keeps it real simple because the book complicates things in a bad way, I find. Always think of the number line. Okay, we got 0, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going up and increasing, and -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 decreasing as we go left. So whenever we're going to add or subtract two numbers, let's say we got 3 minus plus 2, let's just say. Okay? So what this means, here's how I always think of it. The first number is where I'm starting. Okay, so I picture on the number line, like here's 1, 2, here's 3. I'm going to start right here at 3 with that big blue dot. Then this means the direction, okay? And then this means the last number is the number of spaces. So I'm going to start at 3, and that means I'm going to go negative. So I'm going to go in the negative direction, which is left in math. Positive is right, negative is left. And this means I'm going to go 2 places in that direction. Okay, so I'm here at 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, and that's where I end up. And that, wherever I end up, is going to be my answer, which is 1. The only thing you got to worry about is when we have stuff like this with the double negatives. And that'll do you for adding and subtracting. Think about the start. This is the start. This is the direction. And this is the number of places. All right, so SDN, if you like acronyms, which you probably do. Right? You probably live with all that stuff. But let's think about this. Here's 3 again. What if we had 3 minus -2? Okay, the only thing you got to watch out for is that double negative. And that's like, when you're a kid and your mom asked you if you broke the window at the baseball, and you say, well, I didn't not break it. When you didn't not do something, it means you did. So what I do, plus plus on the double negatives, and then I just do the same thing. I'm starting here at 3. I'm going in the positive direction, 2 places. So I'm going to end up at 5. That's my answer. So when you're adding and subtracting, think of the number line. First number is where you start. Addition or subtraction is your direction, and then the last one is just your number of places, unless you have that double negative. That's the only exception there. When we're talking about multiplying and dividing, there's a couple of rules. If we have the same signs, we're going to get a positive number. All right, that's pretty much it. So two negatives, we get a positive. If we're going to multiply -2 times -3, you get a positive number. Two multiplying or dividing 2 positives, you get a positive. Different equals negative. All right, so math is kind of racist like that, like the differences are a bad thing, they're negative. So if you're going to multiply a positive and a negative, or a negative times a positive, doesn't matter which, doesn't matter the order, you're going to get a negative answer. Okay, so the same as positive, difference, negative. Think like a racist, I guess. Just for math, not in your real life stuff. That'd be crazy. But let's take a look at this example. First things, going left to right, I see this. I see -6 divided by -2. So I got 2 negatives here. I know my answer is going to be a positive. I'm just going to worry about the numbers now. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and I know that's going to be a positive 3. If I write nothing, by the way, I assume it's positive. I'm also now going to write the rest of this stuff. So I have 3 times 2. Again now, 2 positives, we're going to get a positive answer, and that's going to be 6. Okay, so what I was saying before with the order of operation stuff, let me just wipe this off. Let's say let me just make up another example for the sake of time. Let's say we have 3 plus 2 times 6 divided by 4. Let's just say we got that. So remember, PEDMAS, you do the PEDMAS. I do BEDMAS with B, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have parentheses, we do all that first. Then we have any exponents, they get done next. And then division and multiplication, that happens left to right. So those two are kind of they're like a unit. So as you go left to right on this thing, as I scan this here, I see multiplication first, right there, 2 times 6. So that is what gets done first, okay? And lastly, addition and subtraction, again, going left to right. So if I take a look at this example that we're working on that I just made up, bear with me, it'll be a crazy number. I'm going to write down the 3 plus because I'm not doing anything with that. 2 times 6 is 12, and now I'm going to rewrite the rest of this stuff. And I'd really encourage you to do that, like do an equal sign below and just keep writing the rest of it. And now we kind of, again, go left to right. Oh, here's division. 12 divided by 4. Boom. So again, equal sign. If you want, I'm just being fancy with the equal sign. That doesn't really matter. But 3 plus, I'm not doing that. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And now we're down to the nitty gritty. That gives us 6. Okay, buddy, so I hope that helps. Give me a shout if it doesn't. Let me know.